I am a YouTuber. I make travel food videos around the world.
Sweet.
Revenue last year was 4.3 million. And I think what's stopping me is a couple of things. The key man
What's profit?
issue. Profit is
This is just me to ask. It wasn't on the thing.
3.3 roughly, over 70%.
Great. Love it. Love this for us. Yeah.
I think what's stopping me is two things. One, key man issue, that I need to be involved in so much of production.
Okay.
And second, that we're not putting sponsors on every single video.
Okay. So said differently, we could make more money if you made more videos.
Right.
Or you made more per video.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So right now, how much more would you make per video? Basically, if you maxed out your sponsorships, how much more would you make?
Ooh, I would have to do the math, but let's
Rough.
say about $800,000.
In total for the year.
800,000 extra for the year. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So make 20% lift if you just maxed out your monetization. So you're 80% utilized right now. You get a 20% lift if you just sold a few more sponsors.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's not a huge lift. What do you want to have happen? What's the goal?
Well, I would like to make more revenue, but also just have my company run more efficiently, so I'm not always the bottleneck for everything.
Yeah. So you're in the videos, right?
Yeah. Correct.
What parts of so right now, are you involved in everything with the videos or just showing up?
A lot. So it would probably break down to helping with research, doing multiple rounds of feedback on research before we go to a shoot for pre-production, doing the actual shoot, doing voiceover, and then reviewing each video sometimes 3 to 4 times.
Yeah. So it sounds like you just need a YouTube strategist that you would headhunt from somebody else's channel that you'd be able to pay more because you have the cash flow to do it. And that would probably take 50% or more of your workload off your plate. And that would buy you just mental bandwidth back. You would technically make less money because you paid one more person, but I think you could make 3.15 instead of 3.3 and probably like live a happier life.
Sure.
And then if you had that extra time, maybe you could sell those extra sponsorships to get that 20% lift. But I think the real lever would be, how many videos a week are you making?
2 per week.
2 per week. Yeah, I think, so the business that you're in is so leveraged on quality.
Right.
So I'll give you an analogy, not to pull wind from the sails, but like, if you're in a talent business, which you are, right? Taylor Swift is like not thinking like, how do I get somebody else to sing these damn songs, right? Like at some point, you just get tremendous operating leverage from you just being exceptional, and I think there's nothing wrong with that, right? I make YouTube videos, like it's part of the game. Now, to what degree am I involved in pre-production and post-production? Basically none. I show up and then like, what are we talking about? But I think that, how many people do you have on the team for media?
About 21.
21 people on the team for media.
Yeah, we're based in Vietnam. They're based in Vietnam, and I live there too. Just so you know, I'm not here telling them what to do. We're all there.
Yeah, you're in it. You're front line. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you could probably get away with like, you probably need a high leverage person who's very good. So I'd be looking at like a $200,000 a year plus person who has experience building a channel probably in the travel niche, similar to yours, that's probably bigger, to take more off your plate. But I think the thing that's going to probably, because like getting the 20% from extra sponsorship, sure, it's like a little extra money, fine. But if the goal was like, we started this with, I would like to have more of my time. So I think it's a manpower issue, and a willingness to pay thing. So if you're in Vietnam, I'm guessing that you tend to be cheap with labor, which I'm fine with. But some roles are worth paying more for, so you get more out of them.
So I took your advice from the scaling videos that you put out already, talking about people in this area and hiring that high-level person. And so I've just hired someone to function as a COO who has a lot of experience in marketing companies doing video production.
Big media ops, okay.
And so I'm hoping he can alleviate some of this. So that's he'll be starting in a month, and so kind of what you're saying now will play out, and we'll see what that does.
Yeah. One of the things that Layla talks a lot about, which is like not solving the same problem twice. So sometimes solutions to problems take longer than we would like them to take, but we already have solutions in motion. And so sometimes you have to give time, which is super frustrating. But I'm sure someone else here has probably started to solve a problem and then started a second solution for the same problem because the first solution hasn't actually started working yet, but it wasn't supposed to start working yet. And so I would encourage you to just not break it. He starts in a month. Is the reason, why was there a big delay?
He's finishing his old job, taking a month off, and then starting at the same time I'm getting back to Vietnam so we can work together in person at first.
Are you in touch? Like, are you talking regularly between now and then?
We haven't been.
I would encourage you to, for a couple reasons. One is like the right type of person should be obsessed with this stuff, and you want this person to be the type of person that you can like, you want somebody that you can really, that should be your intellectual equal or superior in this domain. And if you feel like this person is not better than you at this, you should not hire them.
Good call.
So you have this kind of like 1 month trial period, and like what I've found out about maniacs in general is that they don't stop being maniacs when they switch jobs. They need something to chew on. And so I would want to have this person thinking about my stuff for that month so that they come fresh with ideas, and I'd want the dialogue going. So like all the fun work stuff before the work stuff starts.
Sure.
But if the fun work stuff, he or she isn't like mentally stimulating you back and like doesn't seem like they're at the same level, then you can probably avoid a mistake if the person's not good enough.
Sure. Good call.
So I would think about that. That's like, I would do that today and just start like, hey, like Mark Zuckerberg met with Sheryl Sandberg for a year for dinner every single week before she started as the COO. The higher the level of the person, Sharon was friends with us for 6 years before he came on as president here. And so the higher up the person is, the more surface area you want with them in different conditions, seeing how they act in different stressors, different scenarios. What if they're sleep deprived? Like, I get a little worried when someone's like, I need to take a month off, because I'm like, why?
Right.
Like, well, it's so stressful. It's like, if you think that was stressful, like, you're going to die here. So that's the only thing that concerns me. If you were like, hey, we're talking every day and we're like, he just has to finish his obligations, that I'm like, good for somebody who keeps their word. But I want us to start speeding up so that the day you start, you've already started weeks earlier. We're just officially kicking you off. That's how I would approach it. But yeah, clearly a manpower issue. That person should give you more operational leverage. But the only output that's going to matter for you is quality. So it's like, how do you reverse engineer quality? And it's going to be talent.
Got it. Boom. Thank you.
Rock and roll. Yeah.
If you are a business owner and you are not growing as fast as you'd like, I'd like to give you a free gift. So my team and I put together the $100 million scaling roadmap, which is basically 200 hours of us looking over all the portfolio companies we've had and what stages of growth they went through, and more importantly, where they got stuck and how they got past it. And so we broke it into these 10 stages, and we made this little kind of quiz thing where if you put in your business information, it'll tell you where you're at, and the most important part for you, what to do for each of the functions of the business across product, marketing, sales, customer success, recruiting, IT, human resources, and finance. And so no matter what you're struggling with, someone else has already struggled with it and solved it. And so I'd like to give you this thing absolutely free. You can go to acquisition.com/roadmap, plug in your business information, and if you want us to actually help you deconstrain the business and you're trying to scale, we'd love to help you out. On the thank you page, you can just book a call with my team, and we will look at the business, see if we can help, and if we can, we'll invite you out to Vegas, and we'll do this in person live.